Hi, and welcome to Financial Zula, where we give you information, insight, and tips on just about any financial topic in and around Namibia. In today's video, we'll be taking a break from making money, saving money, investing money, and just talk about how to protect your money. So we will be talking about scams, 5 scams that can happen on your cell phone, and how to prevent you from losing your hard-earned money. So if you're interested in finding out how to detect, avoid, and protect your money from cell phone scams, stay tuned to this video. But please remember that this video does not constitute financial advice, and if you are looking for financial advice, please speak to a certified financial advisor. So guys, at some point in our lives, we would have either come across or we ourselves have been scammed through our cell phones, and it happens so fast and you don't really you don't know what happens. Just one moment you have the money, the next it's gone. You're like, phew, had I just thought before I maybe gave this pin or I maybe let this person go, I probably would not have been scammed. So it's very important for us to know exactly how these scammers work, or how these scams work, and how scammers can get access to your money to help you when you get into that situation, to avoid it, to know how they do their scams and how they steal your money, and yeah, just to protect your money. Because guys, you work so hard for your money, you spend days and nights gathering that money, and then somebody just comes and after one phone call, all that money is gone. Scam number 1, which has become prevalent lately, like it's all over the place, and it's very easy to lose your money with this scam because you feel like it's legit because you get a text from the bank. So let me explain the OTP scam to you guys. What happens is the person just they get your cell phone number, they think of a cell phone number, and then they probably check if it works in one way or another, and then they go on the app and then they link that cell phone number to their app, right? So that they can have access to the e-wallet on that app. Now, when you link somebody's cell phone number or your own cell phone number, you need an OTP to be sent to you to agree that the cell phone number that you are linking can be linked to the app, right? So what happens is they put in the number and then everything, they go through the whole process, and then the bank says, let's send an OTP to this number for the number to agree they are linking their number to this specific app on the cell phone. And then you get an OTP. So when you get an OTP, then they call you and say, hi, I accidentally sent you an e-wallet, and please send the pin or forward the pin that I sent you so that I can get access to the money. Or they come up with like a nice story to convince you. And then sometimes now, you don't read the text, you just see OTP and you're like, okay, I'm sending the OTP to the person that asked for it. They probably sent the money accidentally. And then you send the OTP, and guess what? The person has now linked your cell phone number to their app. And the next time you get an e-wallet or you get money, guess who's gonna take that money? The person that you gave access to your cell phone number or to your e-wallet account. So that's how they do it, guys. That's the OTP scam. It's very common. You just get, you get this feeling that it's legit because the OTP would have come from the bank and the person is really begging you like, hey, please send back my PIN. I sent you by accident. Then they start using emotions like, I really need this money. I need to go buy food. Something that just touches your heart, and you're convinced and you're like, oh, fine, it's not my money anyway, let me send it. But what you don't know is that you are giving access, or you're giving this person access to your money. Right? So that's the OTP scam. We'll talk about how to avoid it at the end of the video, but just needed to explain that first. Okay, cell phone scam number 2 is when you are selling something. So you post your good or whatever you're selling, and then you get a customer that wants to buy it. And now you and this customer must need to meet in person because you need to give them the good physically. Now you come to meet at a public place, doesn't have to be like a secret place, it can just be public. Now you come and meet this person, and then they need to pay, right? So what happens is usually this person is acting as an agent. Either they're acting as an agent, or somebody else, a friend, needs to send the money. They don't have to send the money, or they don't have the money, or they're using someone else's account, or just a nice story. So they ask for your phone, and they're like, can I quickly call my friend so he can send the money to you? Because maybe their phone is dead, or they're out of airtime. Just like a nice story, man. And then they get your cell phone, and then they now call their friend, you know? And all you see is them calling their friend, you know, putting in the cell phone number, calling the friend, and then, you know, they're like, yeah, friend, no, I'm here, send the money. And then they give you back your phone. You maybe wait 5 minutes, jiggy, here comes the money. It's usually like an e-wallet, and you're happy. You're like, okay, I got the money. You give the good, you're gone. Next thing, you go and try and withdraw the money. This e-wallet is just not working. And then you realize you've been scammed. So guys, what they usually do is when you give them their cell phone, they save the number of the person that's going to send the e-wallet as like a Blue Wallet, Easy Wallet number, so that the friend just forwards an SMS that says you have received an e-wallet of the amount you guys agreed. And then you just see that SMS and you're like, well, it looks like I'm sorted, or I'm paid. But actually, they never paid the money because they just forwarded an SMS. And that's really how you get scammed there. To avoid this type of scam, yeah, I'm not saying don't give your cell phone, don't let the person, you know, use your phone. I'm saying what you need to do is, after you get the SMS now, you and that person should go to the ATM together to go get the money before you give them the thing they are buying from you. That's one option. Number two, dial your e-wallet number to see what your balance is on the e-wallet. Dial it, check it if you actually received the money. If it has not been received, you tell them, nah, fam, I didn't get anything. They will most probably run or make up a nice excuse, try to talk stories with you, try to do small talk with you. But just make sure that you have the money in your hand, or you know that the money is on your e-wallet balance. If you use the app, you can even just open the app, quickly check if the money has actually come on to your e-wallet. If not, you have not been paid and you're about to give away whatever you're selling for free. So that's how to avoid that scam. Scam number 3. So scam number 3 and scam number 4 are based on the same thing, but they're actually 2 different scams, but they're based on the same thing. You get a phone call from this random number, and this person is like, you have won, like a common one is you have won airtime. You've won $5,000 worth of airtime. Now you are like excited, like, yo, 5,000 is a lot. And then they start saying, you know what, don't you want to turn the airtime you won into cash, you know? And then we'll send you your money on your account and whatever. And then you start agreeing, you start giving your bank details. Next thing, your account is being cleared. These people are starting to take your money out. They even ask you to, if we're going to send your money, then you need to give us your card details, give us the number on your card, give us the other 3-digit number at the back. That's really how they do it. What they do is they then use your card details to swipe the money on your account off. And once they do that, yeah, your money is gone. So guys, number 1, you are being called that you won a prize for a competition you never entered. Sure, like you never actually partook in a competition to win airtime, but now randomly MTC is running a promotion, we are selecting random numbers. Yeah, like it happens very fast if you think about it, because the person is like asking you, please put in the card details, please put in this, please put in this, and they are like rushing you, and you feel like, yeah, I'm gonna lose my money if I don't. But the truth is like $5,000 worth of airtime. Why would MTC give you $5,000 worth of airtime? So guys, this scam is like, they work on your mind. They try to make you give your details as fast as possible, and they make it sound really good. So yeah, that's how that you've won airtime, turn your money into, turn your price into cash works. You are just giving your card details, you are giving your account details, you are giving your pins and things, but then you are giving them to somebody that's just trying to steal money from you. So please, when you have not entered a competition and it just sounds too good to be true, 5,000 airtime, guys. Okay, so yeah, that's that scam. And then scam number 4, which is also you have won a prize, but before you can get the prize, before you can get what you have won, you need to deposit some money to release the money that you have won. Like, ask them, can you not take from the money I've won to use that money to release the money? Because why? Why do I have to pay for my prize? That's how that's cell phone scam works. You just get a phone call and they say you have won 10,000 from a nice company, man. They'll come up with like a nice, like a legit company that usually has competition. They're like, you won 10,000, and now they're like, okay, for you to claim your 10,000, you have to deposit 500. And because you think, I've won 10,000, what is 500? And the deposit is, you get it back. It's, guys, scammers. I'm touched on behalf of everybody that is always losing money because of like things like this. But if you have won a prize, claim the prize by going physically, getting verification. I'm sure you have to sign something. You can't just get the money like, here you go, here's 10,000, but with a deposit 500 first. So that's scam number 4. Okay, so the final scam number 5, is one that a lot of people really, we don't see it coming because it's not the most obvious scam. And it's a scam of these chain messages, right? Where someone says, where the SMS says, especially on WhatsApp, guys, and WhatsApp groups, where it says, this company is giving away 5,000 worth of grocery vouchers, or this company is giving away 10 cell phones, or this company is giving away that, and click on the link to partake in the competition. And then there you go, clicking on the link. Then when you get there, it starts asking for your personal details, enter your name, enter your whatnot, and then you enter all those things. And then you're just like, I'm entering a competition. But next thing you see, like maybe a couple of weeks later, your bank account is empty and you're like, but what happened? But it's because you followed that link, you entered your personal details, or sometimes you don't even have to enter personal details. You just click on the link, and that link, you clicking on that link is you giving that website where you clicked permission to access the details on your phone and get your details like cell phone numbers and everything. And that's actually how they end up getting all your personal details. Sometimes you don't even have to put them in yourself. They take them from your cell phone because you've clicked the link. Okay, so like if the company is giving away 5,000 worth of prizes, right? Go on their website and find out if it's true before you even click on that link. It's most likely not true. You won't find that competition there, but try to verify it first. And with this, let's get into the tips on how to avoid these cell phone scams. Okay guys, so I think this is like the most important part of the video, because this is where we speak about how we avoid losing our hard-earned money from all the scams that I just mentioned. So number 1, the bank will never ever call you to ask for your personal information. If they call you to ask for your personal information, like it's probably you called them and you needed help. But if they need you to give personal information, they would usually call you in, or they'll ask you to do it on their app, or like they won't call you and say, hi, you need to change your banking details because we found this, or we are doing this, and now your details are out of date and whatever. Please, can you confirm that your name is this and this and this? And then they start asking for pins, and then they start asking for account numbers. They should have that information, shouldn't they? So, like, don't give your details over the phone because you believe it's the bank. Please don't. Just stop and think first. Should I be giving this information? It's very sensitive information. It's your bank, guys. It's where you keep your money. Don't be tricked into giving information. So the bank won't call you to ask for your personal information, all right? And if you are not sure, maybe it sounds legit, like the bank is really confirming, try and ask, can I do this at a branch? And then you go to the branch and then, or wherever, and then you verify there. Don't do it over the phone. Number 2, the competitions ones. If you have not entered a competition, then you shouldn't be winning prizes for a competition you have not entered. Okay? Number 3, before you leave, while you're transacting with somebody, before you leave, make sure that you have your money. Make sure that you have the cash. Don't let somebody go before you have your money, right? Because now you are letting them make sure they go with whatever you are selling, but you have not made sure that you are leaving with the money that you deserve. Okay? Don't feel bad like, maybe you trust them. No, like, as much as they don't trust you to say, I'll bring this, if you're selling a phone, as much as they don't trust you to say, I'm bringing this phone back later, you should also not trust them to say, I'm giving this money to you later, or you can just go check later if you got your cash. Make sure if you're giving them what you're selling, they must also give you the money that you are selling it for. Okay? Another tip is, do not be rushed. Don't be rushed. Like, the reason it happens so fast, these scamming things, is because you are being rushed. Okay? They just call you and they're like, now, give this now, give this pin. If you don't do now, you're going to lose your price. If you don't do this now, you're going to lose. It's always like in a hurry. Take your time, sit back and say, no, there's no rush. Like, it's okay. Let me think first. Okay? And everything they ask you, ask questions. Think about it first, then ask questions. Don't be rushed into, give me now, I have to go quickly, I have to. No. You say, if you're in a rush, just go. And if the person really wanted to buy something, or they really wanted for you to get the price that you want, then they will have the patience. Okay? And I mentioned this already, but if you're winning a prize, like if a certain company is giving you money that you have won, they would probably want to take a picture of you with the check and post it all over their social media so that they can show that they had a competition and somebody has won. Like, let them call you in to come and sign for the prize that you have won. Let them call you in to come and take pictures. There needs to be proof somewhere. Like, the moment that you have to get the money now, and you have to give your details now so they can deposit the money now, it's already like a red flag. So make sure that you are not rushed. Take your time. Ask the questions you need to ask. Sit back, because the reason scams happen, I'm mentioning this again, is because you are being rushed. Okay. And with the OTP one, please don't forward the OTP. Rather try to say, if the person says, no, I sent you the e-wallet by accident, rather try to meet with the person or try to withdraw the money yourself, or there probably won't be money, but try to get, the bank, this is very important, guys. Banks, if you send an e-wallet accidentally, the bank can revoke the e-wallet on your behalf. This means that if you made an accident sending an e-wallet to somebody and the person hasn't withdrawn it yet, even if they have withdrawn it, the bank can still help you get back your money. So tell the person, I'm not going to give you back the money. Tell the bank to take it from you. I won't use it. Tell the bank to take it from you. Because the moment you are sending the PIN, you never know what the person is going to use that PIN for. So rather say, look, I know it's urgent and you need the money now, but there are scams out there and I don't trust nobody. So tell the bank to take the money from me. I'm not going to send you the OTP. So guys, let's be careful. Let's try our best to make sure that our hard-earned money is not being taken by people that just sit at home and devise the worst or maybe best for them plans to steal your money. So please, please, please don't share your personal information. Don't forward your PINs. Make sure you have all your money before you leave. Don't be rushed, and just stop and think before you take any actions when it comes to scams. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Very important, like, subscribe, and share this video with everybody. Let's get the word out there. Let's help everybody to avoid